In this video, you will listen to a program about Picasso's bull. You will have 30 seconds to read the questions. You will listen to it once. The answer key is at the end of the video.
Good evening and welcome back. Tonight we are exploring one of the most fascinating creative experiments in the history of modern art, Picasso's bull. Not a single painting, but a series of 11 lithographs created between December 1945 and January 1946, in which Picasso systematically stripped a bull down to its absolute essence. What began as a detailed, anatomically rich illustration ended as 11 confident lines, and in doing so, Picasso gave us one of the clearest demonstrations of what it truly means to understand something deeply enough to simplify it. Let's start at the beginning. The first lithograph in the series shows a bull drawn with considerable realism, muscular, heavy, full of texture and anatomical detail. The animal has weight. You can almost feel the mass of it. Picasso was not working from imagination here. He understood the bull's form intimately. Every fold of skin, every curve of muscle was deliberately rendered. This was not a starting point chosen out of convenience. It was a foundation of mastery. Then, with each successive plate, something remarkable happens. Picasso begins to remove. A line disappears here. A shadow dissolves there. The texture fades. The musculature simplifies. By the fifth and sixth lithographs, the bull is still recognizable, but it has lost its heaviness. It is becoming something more geometric, more considered. The process feels almost surgical. Nothing is taken away carelessly. Each removal is a decision. By the time we reach the final lithograph, the 11th, what remains is extraordinary in its restraint. A handful of clean, precise lines, a curved back, four legs suggested rather than described, horns, a tail, and yet, unmistakably, a bull. The image has been reduced to what designers and artists now call a visual haiku. Just as a haiku poem captures an entire moment or emotion in 17 syllables, Picasso's final bull captures the entire essence of the animal in almost nothing. The unnecessary has been eliminated. What remains is only what must remain. This process has a name in design and creative thinking: reductive thinking. It is the discipline of asking, at every stage, what can be removed without losing meaning. It is far harder than it sounds. Addition is instinctive. When we are uncertain, we add more detail, more explanation, more complexity, as if quantity signals effort or intelligence. Reduction requires the opposite instinct. It requires confidence. The confidence to trust that what is left is enough. Steve Jobs famously kept a print of Picasso's Bull series at Apple as a philosophical reference point. For Jobs, the lesson was direct. True sophistication is not about adding features. It is about knowing which ones to remove. The iPod, the original iPhone interface, the MacBook's design, all reflect this principle. Complexity stripped back to confident simplicity. But here's what makes Picasso's bull genuinely radical, and what is often missed in casual discussion of it. The simplicity of the final image is only meaningful because of the complexity that came before it. Picasso did not begin with 11 lines because he lacked the ability to draw more. He arrived at 11 lines because he had already drawn everything else. The final bull is not naive. It is the product of total understanding. A child drawing a bull with 11 lines produces something entirely different, not because the lines are different, but because the knowledge behind them is. This is the distinction that separates reduction from laziness, minimalism from emptiness, and a visual haiku from a rough sketch.
The discipline to remove is only available to those who have first done the work of understanding.